You ain't signed up for that. That's not what you signed up for. It's a difference.
Well, if she don't step out the marriage, she's gonna do that. Then yeah, no, he didn't sign up for that.
Hi guys, hi from Shay's World. We're here with another vlog. We're in the salon today and we're having a heated conversation about Yandy from Love and Hip Hop and her decision to give her sister slash cousin her eggs for her to have her own kid. So we're having a very heated conversation today. So guys, please remember to subscribe, share the video to your loved ones, to everybody you know, and leave a like, hit that bell so every time I drop a new video you're the first one to get it. Please remember to leave your comments down below, and don't forget guys, we're in a salon. We're located in Brooklyn, New York. The name of the salon, Transgenders Beauty Salon at 577 Moreland Avenue in East New York. We're open 7 days guys. Yes, please. Now let's get into the video.
Do a DNA, that's gonna be her, half is her child.
Well, yeah, she's still.
Well, that's what he's saying, and
She's
I
still
agree
auntie.
with that. No, but if you don't want to do, I would not want my husband to go and fertilize somebody's egg with them, even if they need it.
At the end
If
of the
I
day,
don't know,
if
it's
you think
different.
about it, Lovey.
Girl,
It
stop
might,
okay.
No, but if you think about it, Lovey, real talk. You gotta remember us as females having a period. We're throwing away eggs every time we have
It
our
doesn't
period.
matter. It
So
doesn't
if she
matter.
donating one to her sister,
It doesn't matter.
I don't
It
see
doesn't
the big
matter.
deal.
Here is why. Here is why
I
it's a
don't see
big
the
deal.
big deal.
Here is why it's a big deal. There's not a stranger where you don't know. You're seeing this child. And as females, we're emotional creatures. You understand me? There is absolutely no way.
Attachment that way.
You can't help it. She's not gonna be able to help it.
Auntie regardless,
She
though.
is not gonna be able to. If she took up the other girl who was what the girl name? Tiffany or Infinity or what the hell the girl name?
Yeah.
What is that girl name?
I forgot her damn
Girl, stop regarding me.
But I know what you
If she
mean.
took up that girl Infinity and she's mothering her so much, and that's an ounce of blood of her, there is no way that Yandy is going to have her biology a part of her life
It's
and
gonna
not
be
mothering.
But if you think about it once again, it's her biology regardless. She gonna be auntie. If her sister had the child
But auntie
herself,
is different.
she's still gonna be auntie.
Aunt is
All
different.
she doing is donating her fucking.
Aunt
If you
is
want to put it like that, she
different.
helped my
And
sister to have that.
I
Then she
hear
would have
you. At the end of
regardless.
the day, that's her child. We can
I don't see it like
twist it however we want to twist it.
Yes,
Auntie
because it's
calls
her
her
egg, but I
whatever.
still don't see it that way.
It's her child. It is
I don't
her
see it
child.
that way.
It's
It's
her
just me.
child.
I don't see it that way.
Let's say something happened, God forbid something happened, and the child get lost or whatever. If the cousin tests, they're not gonna test positive.
Of course. That was her egg. Yes.
It's her child. It's the same way we have the whole thing now with the transgenders and all of that, and they want to say, oh, the man is women because you're born like this, you feel like this and all of that. But you're not born a man.
No.
If you born a female or you born a male, you can't switch because you think that you're something else. So you can't change the fact because you
in the sense
feel.
of it, because once they do that surgery and they do change, they're literally altering their body.
No, they're
all
not.
reality.
No, they're altering the physical part that you can see.
But they're altering their body.
Biologically, you cannot alter that. When they die, if it's 100 years after and their bones are dug up, guess who they're gonna identify as? Who they were born as.
A male or a
You
female.
cannot alter that part. You can't change. No matter how you try to think in your head, or you change your
That's their logic. Well, put it like this: that's their logical thinking.
It's
Because
not
they're taking
logical,
hormones,
no, because
they're doing all these surgeries. That's
and
their
you're
logical
trying
thinking.
they're trying to rearrange
It's
and
appearance-wise,
change.
right.
No,
That's their
they're
logical
trying to
thinking.
change the meaning of words and things. They want to change it to what they feel like. Oh, I feel like a man, or I feel like a woman. If but your feelings doesn't count. Biologically, biologically, you're not that.
Well,
And let's say,
feel it's possible.
yeah, the doctors can feel
Look
how much
here.
they want it possible. Listen
It
to
is
me.
what it is at the end of the day. I agree. But again,
Even
that's
if they
their
cut off the
logical
man's
thinking on
penis
that.
and they make it into a vagina, guess what? He don't have uterus.
No.
He don't have a
anything.
womb.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't
Can't
have
use
Fallopian
he doesn't
tubes.
have Fallopian
Nothing,
tubes.
right.
He doesn't have
It's
how
how you would say an
and
empty
all of
shell,
that.
if you want to
So,
put it like that.
exactly.
For appearance.
So you be in an empty shell because you feel like an empty shell?
Well, that's
Because
what
you
they
feel
want.
as if you're something else?
Well,
He
that's
feels
that's
like
why I
he's
said
something
that's
else.
their logical thinking behind it. That's their logic. But we know as females that's bullshit. We do know that.
That's
because you are
why
an empty shell
I
in
agree
all
with
reality.
Melanie,
But
that
that's
at
their
the end of
logic.
the
They sit
day,
down with psychiatrists. They sit down with doctors. They go through all these surgeries. They take hormone. Mind you, all of this shit to mimic us, what we naturally are. They know they're an empty shell, but logically thinking, they think they're doing exactly what they think they need to do.
and I don't even think it's a logical thinking. I feel they're living in a pretend world. They want to change. They want to change their reality.
Their pretense and
They
their
want to
bullshit
change-
costs a lot of fucking money.
They
That's
want
a
to
lot
change
to
the
put yourself
reality,
through.
and they want other people to
Costs a lot
accept
of money.
it. Well,
A lot of money.
unfortunately, Yandy, that's gonna be your child. You know,
I'm like how you just turned and look in the camera and said, Yandy.
I did.
I mean,
Girl,
yes,
I said stop
I
recording
agree
me.
and I still don't agree because again, she's still gonna be auntie at the end of the day. If
gonna
her
be a
sister
good
was able
friend.
to do it,
Auntie,
she's still gonna
listen
be
to the
auntie.
operative word, Bonnie.
Now she gets
Auntie.
now she's still gonna logically think she's auntie. She has to.
Well,
still-
biologically, it's going to be.
biologically, if something does happen to that child, yes, it's all her.
And you say think. She's thinking that she's auntie. I think I'm a billionaire. Am I?
Yes,
Okay.
you are in your
So,
mind.
You can think all you want to think.
right.
You can't change that. You
But I
cannot
still said
change that.
DC's could step away from that though.
Yeah, but why would he? Why would he?
Nah, he don't have
At
a
the
say.
end of the day, no, he's right. His
He's
wife,
right, but he don't have a say.
of course,
in
he
all
has,
reality.
he has a
He
say.
can say what he wants. He doesn't have a say. Trust me, that's her. egg.
When
It's not
you're
his.
married,
That's
Bonnie,
like her
no,
telling him,
no.
I could do what I want with
When
my
you're
sperm. It don't work
married,
like that.
it's not I no more. I turn
Of course
into
it's not
we.
I no
No,
more, but he
okay.
still
So you can't
don't
say of
carry that
course,
responsibility.
but
That's
you
still
can't.
her.
But
egg.
you cannot say, of course, there is no I, and then you turn around and say it's her decision
It
to
still
make.
is her decision. In all reality, it still is her
Which
decision.
one is it? Which one is it?
It's no. Granted, you're married. It's no I in it. Yes. But at the end of the day, it's not his body. It still is her decision. Legally speaking, it is her decision. It's not his.
But it's a decision that your
she can't
partner
make
should
a
have
decision
to.
for him to use his sperm or
But
not.
it's your decision that your partner should have to agree, because when you're married, hold on,
Well,
when
yes,
you're
there has to
married,
be some
when
type
you're
of
married
agreement.
and you want to tie your tubes off, your husband has to agree on that.
Hmm.
In some of, well, I don't know how it is in America, but in some of the countries there, the women that can't go just go and do that.
Let us know your comments below, guys.
Because you're one with that person. You cannot just decide to go tie your tubes. You decided you don't want to have no more kids, and your husband is like, yeah, I want to have more kids.
Is that a law?
And then
Is that a law?
in some countries, you can't. Certain countries.
Okay, but I'm
you
saying, is it a law though? Because I don't agree with that law. Why I need my husband permission to tie my tubes?
because you're not single. Whenever if you go to the
All right,
whatever.
but okay, you're not single, but you're married, right? Do you want more kids?
No.
Your husband want kids. What do you tell him?
Well, he ain't telling me he want more kids.
I'm just saying, your husband tells you he want more kids. What do you tell him?
Then that is a decision I would have to make. That we would have to make.
But you
together.
don't want no more.
Yeah,
There's no
but it doesn't
decision
mean-
because you already
it's
made
not-
up your
okay, I
mind.
might say I don't want no more kids, but that doesn't mean that it's a done deal. It doesn't mean that okay.
It's still your decision to make.
That's what I'm trying to
It's
say.
still
I
your body.
understand, but
That's
what I'm
I'm trying
saying.
to tell you in regards to Yandy. It's
Well-
still your body. It is your decision to make. Yes. Of course, there have to be agreement between you and your husband. But if you know in right, Chasso,
That you don't-
wanna carry
that's
that
it.
child,
Yeah.
that is your decision to make. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is her body.
Because
It's
he
her
could fuss
decision
and
to
go on
make
all he
in
want, but if
regards to
she
her
wants
egg.
to do it, she's gonna do it.
He can't stop her.
He really
Legally,
can.
he cannot stop her.
We're not saying
It's
that
just
you
like she
can't
can't
stop
tell
her.
him
Guys,
what
leave
he
your
wants
comments
to wear.
below.
I'm
It's
not
a
saying
touchy
that
subject
he
today in
can
the
stop her.
salon.
I'm saying that
So
when
please
you
remember to
are
subscribe,
married,
like,
you
hit that
have to
notification
take
bell,
your
guys. So when we
needs
drop another
into
video,
consideration.
you
Yes.
know what's
And if you're
happening.
doing that,
And back
if
to our
you're doing that,
conversation.
then you cannot just make decisions based on what you feel only. You can't do that. So it can't work both ways. Yes, it's her body because she's carrying it. You understand? But when you get married and you want with your husband or whatever, you can't make those decisions by yourself.
You can't, but this
It's
is
a
where,
teamwork.
This is where,
It's a
it
group
is teamwork.
decision.
And
Okay.
I was about to say it is teamwork, and this is where support comes in. If she's telling you bluntly, this is what she wants to do, you're not supposed to be in the background trying to stop her. You're supposed to support.
Why? No, you don't. No, you don't have to.
Because he
support.
still doesn't get to make that decision.
You
It's
support
not his
nonsense.
egg.
Why would you support foolishness?
It's not his egg. It's not his egg. At the end
So
of the day.
if your husband decide out of the blues that he wants to whatever it is that let's do this
vasectomy, because I know many men that have done it without their wife's
if
consent.
yes, but then it's a problem. It's a problem.
It's a problem if your wife wants more kids and you went to go do that.
Exactly. What he is saying, I agree.
But
I
some
do
men
not
hide
want
that,
to
and they come
see-
into the relationship and get married and don't tell their wife that they have a vasectomy. I
But
know
that is
many that
different.
have done that.
But that is different because you come in with it and you don't say. So that's withholding information.
Of course, that's hiding it.
But that's different than when you know that you can
Willingly
have
and
more
go and do
kids
it.
and then you go behind my back and you do that. Especially if we have a conversation about how
I was about to say, if a conversation is not had, then yeah, that's definitely malicious. But at the
And
same
then
time,
if-
even if a conversation is had
Mm-hmm.
and he still wants to do it, she can't legally stop him, married or not.
I don't know about the legally part.
And she
That one I
can't.
have to
And
check.
even if he goes and do it and he's married,
Mhm.
he don't need her consent to do it.
Unfortunately, a lot of women need consent of their husband for certain stuff.
Well, gynecological stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some things while you're married and
What kind of
especially when you're
consent I
going
need
into
from my
CGYN.
husband?
So
Tying tubes.
okay, so
I'm not asking him about that. That's a no.
I
Hello.
know of some
I'm not
things
asking.
in regards to certain testing, especially like AIDS testing, certain things.
Well, I think that
and you're
should be
married,
yes.
They have to be present. They have to know that you're doing that testing. Most times when you have those certain type of testing to do, they need the partner there. So if you're married, he has to be there because they're going to test him too.
Yeah.
Especially
Correct.
when a baby is involved.
Yes.
So with that, you can't hide it. You can't skate around it. Especially when you're pregnant and you come in and you say you're married, they expect to see your husband there at that appointment because certain testing they're going to do on the baby, they need to test both of you. So with certain things, yes. And with certain things, no. Because with certain things, the doctors don't have to consent with your other part. They will tell you, you have to consent with them, but their consent is not necessary for certain things to be done on you. It's still your choice for a lot of things. That's what I'm saying. Legally, he can say what he wants, but he can't stop her from removing that egg if
But
she wants to.
we're not even talking about legally. I'm not talking about legally. I'm talking about morally.
Yeah, well, morally, they need to have an understanding and a conversation. But
And
like
I
I
don't
said,
think-
but
I-
this
I
is
don't
where
think she
that
understands.
team thing and the conversation and all that. If you know your wife is determined to do something and don't care what you're gonna say to her, she's going to do it. At some point, you're gonna have to step back and support her, whether you like it or not, because it is still her body.
I don't think she understands what you go through to harvest the egg. Because
I know it's a lot of shots you
She
do.
she did not know.
It's
She
a lot
didn't
of
know.
shots you do. You go in there. I think it's every 2 weeks. for
No,
them to
it's like
remove.
it's almost daily or so. You
Daily,
have to-
she got
the whole process
inject
'cause I
herself
don't wanna
daily.
talk it like I
She gotta
know
give
the
herself a
process.
shot daily.
But I do know you have to get a shot. I do know that.
Yes.
I know the eggs have to be harvested. I know it's something where you're in front of that doctor a lot because they keep monitoring, because whatever egg they get from you, it has to be viable. So they could harvest one and then it's not viable. They'll call you back. They have to do it again.
Yeah.
And they have to have a certain amount, because even if they, throw that sperm in the petri dish and it's not fertilizing that egg, guess what? You got to do that whole round of shit again. So it takes time for it to happen. It takes a lot of harvesting, a lot of freaking shots,
Well, I'm glad.
a lot of medication.
I am
to get
glad
it-
it's taking
you
her
know,
that time, that she have time to come to
to
reconsider.
maybe
it.
reconsider. Right.
Because
She
for
is
me-
not
But I
reconsidering.
doubt it because
Yes,
if you,
I
I
seriously
don't
doubt
think
that.
that is a,
Especially
I
when
don't,
it has to do
I
with
don't
family,
think,
and this is
me
where
personally,
I feel
do
like
not
maybe
think that
he
that is
has
a good
no
move
say,
for her to
and I
do.
feel like this is where he missing
Because
the point.
Why?
When it has to do
her
with family,
and the
you
type of
determine you're
person
gonna
she
do it.
is,
You're
that
gonna do it
child is
regardless.
going to become her child.
And
Knowing
even if it
from
does, she's
seeing,
still
I mean, I don't know her
anti-slash mommy.
personally, but seeing the kind of person she is on TV and how she is caring and always looking out for people,
Yeah.
that child is going to become her
She's still
child.
gonna be anti-slash
She's not
mommy.
going to, she's not going to even.
Well, based on
be
what you're saying
activated.
biologically, it is her
She's
child.
anti-slash
Yeah.
mommy.
It
She gonna
is.
be what she gonna be.
So
It
in
is her
actuality,
child.
you're asking your husband to raise another man's child.
No, not that.
Yes.
Hold on. Say what?
Because that's her.
If she's
in-
going to end
the
up
logical
taking
thinking
care of that
behind
child.
it is, that's her sister's kid.
If she is going to end up taking care of that child,
Mm-hmm.
and her husband is a part of her life, you asking your husband to take care of another man's child.
And
Because
well, hold on. In Yandy's situation, I don't think that's such a bad thing either. Don't he
No,
have
but
kids
that's a
outside?
relative in all
Don't he have
reality.
kids outside that she's
Yes,
taking care
that's
of?
a-
that is
What-
different.
How?
No.
Because it
How?
came from before.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
It does not.
It
I don't think.
matters,
I don't
Tracy.
think that matters.
It matters.
I don't think it matters in the sense that you're putting it that he's taking care of a next man's
Right.
child.
So
Because
what
at the
if he
end of
takes
the
care
day,
of another man's child?
but whether the
No,
child comes in
because
between,
he's
after,
uncle
or
regardless.
or
What if
before,
he-
it's the
Is it-
same
is it
thing.
his child?
It's the same thing though.
Would it be his child?
It's not
No,
his
it's
child.
not.
So it's another man's child.
So
He's uncle regardless.
He is
though.
another
He's
man.
uncle
You
in law.
guys keep trying to change the word.
I'm not
You can make
changing
it other-
anything.
Yes.
I am not
No.
changing
Would it be-
anything.
would it be his
Uncle in
child?
law
I am not
regardless.
changing anything.
Would
I'm
it
not.
be his
I'm
child?
agreeing with you.
Okay, so
It's
Uncle-in-law
not his
regardless.
child, but if she can take care of his child, that's not hers.
Exactly.
I don't
That's
see
not
why.
that-
And
that's
I'm not
not
looking
even
at it.
relative.
I'm not looking at it like she is going to take care of
In
this
reality,
child
you're
because
married to her. He's
It
uncle
doesn't
in law
matter.
regardless.
uncle is different, Bunny. You keep mixing up these words.
No, he's uncle-in-law.
I have a lot of nieces and nephews. That don't make me their mother.
No, it doesn't. But your uncle-in-law, regardless, you are married to her.
Okay.
That's her
And the
edge.
child is his wife's child, right?
So
Half
she gonna
his
be
wife's
slash
child.
auntie and mommy.
No,
well,
your
if,
uncle-
listen,
in-law
if you're gonna be
regardless.
thinking about it like that, that's where the problem is gonna come in. In a Yandy's head, Yandy's not thinking about things like that.
No, sir.
It's just like, oh, listen, I take out my egg, I gave it to you. It's your egg now.
Exactly.
That's how she's thinking. It's yours. You're gonna grow it. It's your child. Me not tell you say like when the child probably she need a babysitter or some instances where she need, okay, can you look at the baby for me or whatever. Yandy of course is gonna agree to do it. But at the end of the day, I don't think she gonna have like full responsibility to say, okay, I'm taking care of this child. I don't think that.
She may not have the full responsibility in the beginning.
Why do you think she's gonna have the full responsibility after?
You don't know.
We are
what
all
life is like.
speculating. That's what I'm saying to you.
Because
If
the reason why I'm thinking that,
hold on, don't this girl have a home for herself?
Tracy,
No, I'm asking you a question.
Anything
You're
is
making it
possible.
sound as if she's a part of Yandy's household, which she's not.
anything is possible. Anything.
So why
is
don't
possible.
you think the other possible way that okay, she's gonna raise this child and she don't need Yandy's help?
Right.
She really,
Because as
cause she
long-
really don't.
Because as long as Yandy is a part of her life, she's gonna be a part of the child's life.
Okay, we know that, love it. Okay,
But-
hey, auntie or hey, whoever
Right,
or
but
whatever,
that's
or
all
when
they
y'all
don't
have
say.
family
Slash mommy,
functions,
that's it.
So
the
you're
child
gonna-
is there.
So you're gonna So that means the child will not be aware that this person.
And I don't think
is
they
a
want the
biological-
child. Why would I want the child to be aware? Yeah,
Do
why?
you know how much damage it does to people?
But
Do
why?
you hold on? Only the other day I was watching the thing with Iyanla and that same situation. Iyanla Van Zandt, her mother died when she was 2 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and they never told her that. So the woman
That's a different scenario.
Listen, hear me out. The woman that she was raised with, thinking that is her mother, was not her mother. And Iyanla say her whole life she felt like something was missing because she's looking for similarities with this woman that she's not finding.
It's not there. Okay.
So she is confused. She's feeling like an outsider. That, how come he said I'm different from them and all of these things?
All right, let me ask.
When she become 30 years old,
yeah,
then it's when she found out that her mother, the woman that she grew up calling mother all the time, thinking is her mother, is not her mother.
So what about the people that were actually like, all right, for instance, Yandy's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
What if she could have a child on her own, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she go to the sperm bank and she get the sperm and she get a child and blah blah blah. You raising the child. Boom, you have a boyfriend later on or a husband later on. You both raising the child as yours.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference with that?
The child.
What the child is gonna be
Hold on.
searching for a missing piece too?
Most of the people them do, Tracy. Most of people who
I've never
grew
really
up,
experienced that.
Well, you can Google it and you'll see. Most persons who grew up not knowing who their parents are, or at least their other parents are.
But how can you say they don't know when they have no idea that these people are not my parents? If I go to the sperm bank and get a child, and my husband after have this child raising or whatever the case may be, how is this child gonna know that you don't belong to us?
But because Tracy, the people have feelings.
But
You
what?
know.
Where? No, but hold on. You have got to tell me where this feeling is gonna come
There's so
from.
many that do, but it's only if they're in that place where they're actually looking. Because a lot of them would.
Yeah,
a lot of times
at the end of the day,
they
that's their parent, regardless of if they're related to them or not.
But hold
I
on.
understand that.
But hold
I
on.
understand
How
that.
many?
I understand
How
that.
many of us grew up then and saying, okay, I'm different and
And let me go look to see if I
I'm
have-
looking. I never used to think. I don't think like that.
A lot of people do.
So
This
what
is
did
how a lot of people end up finding out that their parent is not their
their
parent.
parent.
Look at the girl who got kidnapped from the hospital in New York, in Ireland.
Yeah.
That
I
was
remember
one of
that
her
story.
problems. She realized that she was different from her mother. And even though she loved her, because she got
Right.
upset, she was not happy.
Different in what? Different in what way? What are you searching
Tracy,
for?
whenever
No,
you-
I'm asking.
because-
What are these people looking for?
And I'm trying to
Because you're
explain
saying
to you.
different, and I know parents who have kids
what it was
that
that
they're
happened.
totally two different set of people. Remember, you have some people have some kids, different personality, different looks, different every freaking thing. You have nothing for the parents. You might get it from your grandparents. So okay, what triggered them for them to say, okay,
Well, you
something
would have
about
to-
me is
that
different
girl
from my
with the
mother.
girl-
It can be a whole lot different.
Well, you would have to talk
What
to
triggered
somebody.
that-
But this is what I'm saying. I would love to talk to somebody like that.
The girl got sick. Either got sick or
Well, a
something
lot of-
happened.
a lot of
Because
persons-
remember, this girl had a kid. That's how she found out. She was young. She was a young mother. She had a
Yes,
child.
yeah.
And it's because she had the child is how she find out that the mother, who she thought was the mother, is not her
It's not her
mother.
mother.
Well, that's a different scenario.
That's what sent her on. That she would never know that nurse.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
No,
You're
she
grown.
said, because I watched her story the other day. She said that she kept looking for
No,
a sense of belonging.
When I watched
And
the story
even though she
about
loved
her,
her
it
mother,
was-
she always feeling like if something was missing.
Okay.
This is her talking. She said she always feel
Yeah.
like something was missing. So when she found out that the woman was not her mother,
But
she
once
wasn't
that was
really
done,
that
what
shocked and surprised.
Mm.
And she started to look out. She went and look for her biological parents.
You
She
gotta
went
be.
and look for it. She went and
Well,
looked for them.
something gotta trigger them because
Well, I don't know what
ain't no
triggers them.
kid just getting up and looking and say, okay, I'm different from my mom or whatever. Because sometimes you are different from your parents.
Sometimes some kids.
You
sometimes
are
some kids,
definitely
they just get up
different.
and look for stuff.
Yeah.
And most of the people them who even the ones them who was adopted, they go looking for their parents
If they're
Okay.
supposed to be
because they
allow
feel
them to do what
like
do
they
to
want to
you guys on
know
the trip or not.
who they belong to.
Reminding anybody and you don't
Even
keep saying
people
it's
who
like-
their parents and leave them at fire
Okay.
station and all of these places. You ain't sign up for that. That's not what you sign up for. It's a difference.
Well, if she don't step out the marriage to go do that, then yeah, no, he didn't sign up for that.
But she didn't have to step out of the marriage. She's having a child, basically, with somebody else. She is.
I won't put it like that because she's not physically having a child with somebody else.
Having a child with somebody
Her
else.
sister's going to carry that egg and deal with that egg.
She's having a child. You see, here we go again trying to pretend as if it's not happening.
It's not because she's really not carrying that egg.
She's having a child with somebody else. Whether she's carrying it or not, she's having a child with somebody else. We can pretend how much we want to pretend. That is not her.
Her egg is being fertilized by another
She's
sperm.
having a child with somebody else.
She's,
Point blank, period. We can't run away from that. It's her
Yandy,
child.
if you're watching, we don't agree with you. Oh my God. This is a touchy subject, guys. Please leave your comments below.
Keep trying to
Please let us know if you are agreeing or disagreeing with this topic. We are speaking about Yandy from Love and Hip Hop and her situation with her husband. She went quiet.
And the bad part about it is that if I don't know her personally,
Right.
but from what I see of her on TV, there is absolutely no way she is going to see anything going wrong with that child and don't step in. She's going to step in.
Of course she's gonna step in.
Okay.
Who wouldn't?
So
even if
if it was-
even if she didn't have that attachment, she would.
Still gonna be on these.
She would step in.
Because the child is going to be around her. You see, it's different.
You see where
You've been in a lot. Guys, drop your comments down below. It's a heated conversation. Let us know what you think. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share the video. Please, 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 please.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, say it. Go ahead.
Like and subscribe.
Should dry. Yes, guys. So, yes, we're out again. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video.